That video, that's a follow-up on the previous one where we unboxed the Magic Keyboard from Apple. $377 plus taxes here. That's expensive, but have the time to have some time to play with it. So again, this is a review from the standpoint of somebody who is blind, and that's a review on the accessibility feature of the iPad accessory. So the one that I have here, again, $377. It's a kind of expensive, but it works only with iPad 12.9, iPad Pro 12.9 inch. The current M2 or M1 generation, they also work with the previous one, the one before the M1, it was A something, but so the three last generation. So we got it out of the box. The first thing that you'll notice is that it has a good, nice, I would say soft matte finish. I don't think it takes that much dirt, but it's, to the touch, it's really nice. It feels a little bit like those latex cover for the iPhone that Apple sells. But anyway, so there's a logo here, the Apple logo, I believe, yeah, that tells you which side is up. And then if you still don't know, there's a little hole here where the iPad camera comes through. So first thing you'll see is that there is a nice sturdy hinge on the bottom side, and there is an opening on the left side, sorry, and that is a USB-C connection. The USB-C is not included in the box that Apple doesn't include the USB-C within the box, so you have to bring your own. The opening is, well, it's a little bit like a laptop. It opens up to a certain degree. It looks like it's about, I would say, 70 degrees. And then the rest of it, you have to bend the top. There is a hidden hinge 3/3 to the top of the cover. You can move it from the flat position all the way to the back position, which again is about 70%, which means that compared with the table, the angle of your iPad will be at about, I would say, 110, 120 degrees from you. The keyboard is actually pretty nice. There's a nice depth to the key. It's much better than the one that was made by Apple and made in fabric, where you can't feel the click. That actually worked really well. You'll see here a few felt pads that I put in there to recognize the keys, but it's sold without it. This is just for me. And the pad is actually pretty big. It looks a lot like, I would say a little smaller than the one you have on the MacBook, but it does have the click when you press on it, and it is multi-touch the same way as the iPad. The same way as the MacBook. So how it works is that there are a bunch of magnets all the way around the cover, and there is on the right side 3 little pins that you can feel, and they are connected to the USB connection that was on the hinge and I talked about earlier. So that when you connect your USB to the power through the side USB connector, the power will go through the connector and will charge the iPad, but it also works from the iPad to the keyboard, so that everything you type on the keyboard will go through the iPad through the connector. So this is how it works. I got the iPad here. It's the iPad with M2, again iPad Pro 12.9 inch. You just have to put it and try to match it. It's actually pretty easy to match it. And then you hear a snap. That means that all the magnets that are in the back of your iPad are in front of the magnets that are within the cover of the Magic Keyboard. If it's not, then you won't hear the noise, but when it's done, it's pretty much very secure. If you hold the iPad, and you can pretty much carry the entire thing with the keyboard attached to it. The other feature is that when you fold everything with the iPad, the keyboard has a little bit of some magnet on the side, which work with the magnet on the surface of the iPad Pro and put it to sleep. So when you close it, the iPad is not on, it doesn't lose any energy or doesn't waste any energy, and it's in the off position. One last thing is that when you look on the other side of the keyboard, with the iPad Pro in it, you'll see that the USB-C connector of the iPad is uncovered, which means that you can charge your iPad either using the USB connector in the keyboard, the Magic Keyboard on the hinge, or directly plug into the iPad through the USB connector of the iPad itself. That's it for the review of the actual item. We'll make another video about how to use it, and from the accessibility standpoint, what is the advantage of using the Magic Keyboard compared to a regular keyboard, or no keyboard at all, you use the iPad. That's it.